everybody. It's Thursday. We will be thoughting. She moved her lamp.
I moved my lamp.
Mm-hmm.
Is it bad? Its position?
Well, it makes you very glowy on one side.
Better?
I also feel like you moved your mic down for some reason, but that's okay. I guess that's better.
How's that? How's that?
Hi, everybody. It's Thursday.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we will be arting and thoughting and, all that business. I don't know what we're arting today, necessarily. Are we continuing on with the cards?
Yeah, I've got
Got ideas. All right, that's wonderful. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, I do not know that you are here. I like to know that you're here because then I can say hello to you. If you're watching in replay, unfortunately, I cannot say hello to you live like I can now at this very moment.
Make comments. We answer those.
That's right. Leave those comments down below. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and do all that YouTube business. There's bell ringing and all sorts of things that hopefully will then get you notified, especially when I schedule the streams, unlike I did today. So it was done 10 minutes ago.
Very proud of those of you who figured that out, by the way.
10 minutes ago. Just 10 minutes ago. Did you get notified? Hopefully. That's how you do it. Thumbs the upsies if you're enjoying this information already. Oh, yes. And then this is P over here.
Am over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together we are PM Artist Studio.
Did y'all sing along? I know we've got singer-along.
I know. And supposedly a dog that likes to sing along. I just love that so much.
I want her to video that and put it on.
That would be so fantastic.
Because we could actually use that,
I mean, if you're into that, if you want to share that sort of thing with us, we'd absolutely love it. Let me say hello to everybody. We've got Nina is here. Art Curious by MNW. That's Miriam. Cookie Wookie. That's Mo. Cynthia's here. Darcy, Ellen, Erna, Estella, Griffin Shell, Hoarder Papercrafts. That's Mimi. Isabel, Jocelyn, Carla, Ketra, Kim, Lizanne, Lydia, Mark is here, Patricia, Paula, Pinka, Ricky, Nordmeyer, Sophia, Sorry, Silver Granny and her Grumpy Gnome, that's Lynn, Star Traver, that's Linda, Sue Davis, Susan Anderson, Tina Schwanberg, Wendy Orr. Somebody just popped in there. Was it Paula? Did I already say Paula? I think I already said Paula. Paula, Pinka, Ricky, Sophia, Sorry. Sandy Franklin just popped in there. All right, caught that one. Alrighty. Pinky, hello, hands. If I forgot you, it wasn't on purpose. It was simply just, the list moves. Hey, Flora. Hello, Holly King. All right, my arty friends.
Holly King. Did you get Holly King?
I just said that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was reading. I wasn't paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and put your chat, the live chat, so you don't miss anything.
Oh.
Because we got a lively bunch. That's funny. Be here all week, y'all.
I have to give my thumbsy. I always thumbsy up myself. I think
Tegan? Do you thumbsy upsy us?
Blatant self-promotion, of course.
Fantastic. I mean, if you can't believe in yourself, then who's going to do it?
My neck. What?
I said, if you don't believe in yourself, who else is going to do it?
That's exactly right. Absolutely.
These are creepers. These here necklaces.
Yeah, I see you.
I put them all on.
How old that shirt is that you have on? It belonged to Margie.
I like it. It's very soft.
It's older than Nathan.
And I think you've dyed it.
I did dye it.
Because it wasn't always this color.
It was white and sort of a powdery blue.
Yeah,
I like it much better that way.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I think I spilled spaghetti sauce on the front of it, so I had to do something.
Right. It had to be remedied.
That's what most of my dyeing situations
It's like, well,
that's a really nice white shirt, but let me see.
Got to match.
Jam, I believe we'll go with purple this time around.
You're going to match the spatter or try to hide it. One or the other.
I have been known to embroidery over spots, but,
Yeah.
Okay, Thursday thoughts. Now, before I start reading this, what I want you to have as a mindset here and sort of a reference, back and forth is that Mariah and I doing our YouTube live stream things, okay? That's, kind of keep that. That's what I was thinking of when I read this article. It's not geared towards that at all. So we have to kind of,
preface.
Yeah.
Get y'all in the same mindset.
Exactly. And I will just admit right off the bat, I have never heard of this person before. Esther Perel, Perel. She's a psychotherapist and a best-selling author. Well, obviously, she wasn't in my media purview. And the host of a podcast, Where Should We Begin? I haven't experienced that either. But
feels like a good place to start.
Not to say that I won't. She's also a leading expert on contemporary relationships. This column, the one I'm going to read to you, is adapted from the podcast, which is now part of the Vox Media Podcast Network. And you can listen and follow for free on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen.
Listen to us. Wow. Somebody needs to be sending us a check. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I just, I think that you should know that because I'm not just making this stuff up. The part that I like most about, okay, so this is her quote. The part that I like most about touring is the interaction with the audience. Okay. Are you with me on that?
Yeah.
There's a moment where I have a conversation around the questions that people ask me. And often very interesting questions because that people ask are very interesting questions because people have listened to the podcast. Well, obviously that's not the case here. You have my voice in your ears. And that establishes a relationship between us. So you come with questions that presuppose a certain experience of trust. Well, I certainly hope that's true here.
I think so.
I mean, I'm not 100%. I do tell you things that aren't necessarily
verified.
Yeah. Or borne out with actual
facts.
Experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
More of it is this is the life according to.
Yeah. There is that.
That's the best way to approach.
I love it. Thank you, Mariah. We're doing some riffing.
We are riffing.
We're riffing. Okay, then I'll come to that in just a minute. So on the last evening of our most recent New York City stop, I thought that we should give all the people who stood in line and didn't have a chance to ask questions out loud an opportunity to write your questions to me so I could do an episode answering and riffing out loud about them. Okay, so out here in the margin, I have a question around the word riffing, and I have a little outline, and I said, oh, darn, Mariah, I forgot to look up this word. I don't know what riffing means.
I said, well, I do.
And she did. I was like, I've never used that word before, and I'm not sure that I've ever come in contact with it. Then Mariah said to me, I think it's mostly applied to music.
Or like its origins are music based, I think.
Well, you have to let us know if you know.
Hey, Peggy, welcome.
Okay.
Hey, Jennifer.
I am not going to read all of this because some of this just really it doesn't have application to what we're talking about here. But just know that you can go there and you can read the whole thing or listen to the whole thing. That's why I read that part, just in case your interest is piqued and you would like to.
And I will try to remember to put the link in the description box down below afterwards.
Okay, so the questioner's name is Jesse Baker.
Hi, Jerry. Hey, Robin. Hey, Zenja.
And he asks her, he says, Esther, I think you should start by telling people how you actually take questions, because you don't take questions where someone asks a question and then you answer it directly. You want me to read that to you again?
Yeah.
Okay, because you don't take questions where someone asks a question and then you answer it directly. And I know I do this, but it's not on purpose like she's doing here. It's more of a, it takes me a little bit to get around to answering it because there just isn't a simple answer.
Brad, yeah, I'm terrible. Maybe this is genetic. Because he will ask me something and he's like, can you just answer it? I'm like, but it's not that simple. Like I need to add context to this in order for me to then give you the more simple answer. Because I don't feel like, and maybe the question, the question needs more, filling out.
Fluffing up.
You need some, yeah.
And I just really honestly think that, and I know that it's terrible when you make generalizations like this, but especially where gender's concerned, because we all are kind of careful about that. But men see the world more black and white.
Yeah, Brad is very like, and it sometimes makes me absolutely crazy because he's like, well, that I'm going to come at this very fairly. And I'm like, sometimes life ain't fair. And I need sometimes I don't give a crap if I'm wrong. You still need to be on my side.
Men do not understand.
He doesn't buy into that as much.
They don't. And I think that they think when you're asking them something that you're asking for a solution when you really just want them to listen and agree with you.
Yes.
They're not good at that. They just can't help themselves.
Yeah. Well, I think it's just something that it's not that they're not good at it. It's just I don't think it's usually a skill set that it's not how they come at life. That's how I think you should say that, because then you don't get all wrapped up in the whole generalization of things.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
working on her, y'all.
Yeah. I love it. Okay. Esther's answer is, there are probably two things that stand out that I actually observed while I was doing the show. For one, when I listen to a question, I try to listen to the question that is beneath the question. I also invite the audience to really ask a question that is formulated as such, not a paragraph with a question mark at the end. I really hate that. I hate that when people tell everybody the answer in their question. That just television commentators. A question that is very specific is actually a question in which a lot of people can also recognize themselves. That is the question here, right? How do you ask something that actually is at the same time, very much related to you, the individual, but also to all of us? So that's why she puts them all together. I take about 6 or 7 questions at once. I listen carefully for themes that transcend the specific question, and I start to weave them together. It's an experience of connecting the dots so that you really learn to listen. If I can model how to listen, hopefully you can take some of that into your relationships. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Let me see it. Okay, don't want to read that. Don't want to read that. Okay. So, there were 2 questions asked here, and we're just going to talk about the last part of the one because the other one just had to do with rekindling their sex life. You know, if you want to watch something like that, you can go someplace else. I don't have an opinion on that right now. A lot of
questions regarding that. She's not into that.
So, Esther says, she put these last 2 questions together. There is one question that is asking me, how do we help couples have a more erotic, she talks about that. And then the subject, the second part of it was, I must have chosen an unending topic. The subject of the fate of desire is long-standing relationship is an endless topic for which I will never not have enough to say because it's a riddle and a mystery that none of us have been able to solve so far. So she's just like, okay, second part. So some questions have very specific answers, and some questions are just endless reflections on the topic. Okay? She's not really interested in doing that. And I mean, why? Let's go read a book. I mean, come on, there's lots of it out there. You don't really need to ask that question. It doesn't tell you so much about you as just that whole big thing there.
Yeah.
That big question. We don't need to bring that. But the question about, do I ever worry that one day I will have nothing to say? No.
Mm-mm.
Often when I find myself repeating something, I say, oh, I already said that. I should not keep repeating that in my next article or talk because I hate to repeat myself.
We talk about that all the time here because we're like, but then it's like,
somebody else is going to be watching that hasn't heard that before. And this may be the most important thing they're hearing today. So don't worry about it. The rest of you can just go, I heard that.
Yeah.
Zip forward. Okay, but in fact, it's not because I've said it twice that you even heard it once. So I have to constantly differentiate between what I have to say and what people are prepared to hear. Now, I'm not talking about that in a, you're not ready to hear it because it's something you don't want to hear. I'm talking about you're not prepared to hear it because you're at a certain stage here and all of this information is up here and you need to experience this part of it before we can understand this part.
And we ourselves, the answer changes.
It is.
That is so mixed. Yeah, that is so lovely thing about mixed media, as the answer can change. Your need to...
And as your expertise improves, as you gain knowledge, as you gain experience, the question changes. So, sometimes you need to say it more than once.
Hey, Laura.
That's something I've had to learn because for a long time, I never gave the same talk twice because I had to continuously continue the inquiry, push the innovation, go further in my thinking. And that means reading other people's work, talking to people, practicing, and continuously layering various thoughts that belong to the big question that I address, which is the nature of relationships. I want to take that in the broadest context because not only is it relationships between other people, it's relationships with our medium. How, is this something that appeals to me? Do I have a natural affinity for this? Is this something that makes me happy or does it make me angry, tense, and pissy? Yeah. Okay, all relationships. How we actually make them be more thriving. How we address issues of conflict and division. How do we deal with pain, with hurt, with trauma, with repair? Is it possible? What can be repaired? What cannot? With these questions, you never reach a moment where you've said everything there is to say. But that's not just me. Question is related to, do I ever worry that other people will have nothing? Questions related to, do I ever worry that other people will have nothing left to say? Because as long as other people have ideas, then I will have ideas about their ideas.
Word.
Whether I remain relevant is a different question. At some point, will I feel that there's another voice or there are many other voices that are more current?
I worry about that.
Yeah, I kind of do too. I think a philosopher, someone who really knows how to ponder and sit with complicated questions, is not a fashion thing. If you think of me as an influencer, maybe you'll think of me as having a shelf life. But if you think of me as a thinker and a practitioner, then there is no shelf life. There's no end to this, except when my brain stops working.
That's really good. And way to apply. I mean, it really is interesting that, it was about relationships, but yet it really applied so well to what we do here and how, obviously between P and I, there is a relationship, and we riff. And we riff quite often.
And some of you enjoy the riffing. And Mariah and I both made this comment because of something someone has said, and they were a little uncomfortable with how we interact with each other because sometimes we're kind of snarky.
Hey, Susan Dufresne.
Oh, hello.
Oh, so good to see you in the chat.
Yeah. And
I know things are going on, but
yes.
And you showing up, that means extra, because I know it ain't easy.
And there you go, relationships. It's not, we've only met a couple of you that are in,
in real life.
But that doesn't mean that there isn't a relationship there, because there is very definitely a relationship there. We're concerned about you. I think about Trish and Evie all the time. And I just,
sometimes I worry because, it is strange being these friends on the internet. And, what is appropriate? how engaging should I be? Or, and
You don't want to seem like a stalker.
well, or even, what I'm able to give back too. Like, because if I give a false sense of, oh, this is how the relationship's going to go, but then I am not available, it's not, I don't want to ever set that up in a way that,
Someone would be disappointed.
that I showed extra at one point in time, but then I'm not, because that does get that has been tricky, because as things evolve here, not only with the channel, but with the workload and this and how things just, with, once school starts and this, what, and the balance that we're trying to make between the work and the this and the that and all of it, and still trying to be as engaging as we once were, but it just, there's only so much time in the day.
I know, and I will take that just one step further, that I sometimes feel very frustrated because I feel like I can't do more. I can't be more. I don't have the physical whatever to make something happen. I do think about that.
Yeah.
And it concerns me. So, well, anyhow, I hope that was good. I hope our
Laura says, I just want to say, if she meets anyone, she is a hugger. So, warning, Laura's a hugger. So are we, for the most part.
We are. I
try to gauge if somebody is a hugger.
I do, and I don't know. I've had people try to hug me that I wasn't.
Yeah, you're.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah, I don't know you though. No,
I'm not down with that. And we've told Izzy, if she doesn't feel comfortable, she doesn't have to hug anybody that she doesn't want to. She can say no. And I think that's important.
Yes.
Very important. Establishing those. Yeah. I'm not comfortable with this. I don't want to do this.
Mo is not a hugger.
Yeah. I'm not always a hugger. Like I said. Yeah. I'm drinking tea in my coffee cup.
Thanks for that. Would you like to go topside now? Hi, Jackie. And hello to everybody that's coming in.
Just a minute.
Say hello in the chat so we can say hello back.
That blank thing there.
Thumbsy upsies if you haven't already.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, yes, top view. Okay, Sophia, is she here? I think she's here. Sophia? I'm pretty sure. Good gosh, my brain some days, I'm like, I think they were here, then they were here. Hold on, let's see. Yes, Sophia is here. Okay. Sophia, package arrived. Now, I just want to say right off the bat, there's a little bit of something that was in the package that I told P, no, you cannot show that.
Because Immediate Life said,
she's like, are these stamps? Yes, and they will be stamps at some point in time, but I was like, we are not going to, get everybody all in a tizzy about it.
Getting everybody all riled up and, having expectations.
Including her.
Met.
Yeah. So.
Mine included. Yeah. But anyhow, there's plenty here besides that. And you just put that over there so when we do finally bring those out, we can bring those papers out.
I will.
Put that up on the wall.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Or,
I'll put over. Well, I can put it at the top because you don't get to see that part.
Top. There's just so much here that.
Oh, and quick little note to my designers that are here. And I have posted over in our designer group. We, usually have a meeting. So I just wanted to get your input on which day would possibly work. Some people have already said no, they wouldn't be able to, or maybes, or this or that. But we are going to get that kind of ball rolling there so we can, set up for 2025.
Our interviews? Are we interviewing?
Oh, okay. Actually, I'm glad that you said something about that because I will talk to them regarding that. Brad and I have to, because we went over to this new system, we haven't tested anything out or really found what the answer is. Speaking of questions and answers. So we've got some questions that need to be answered regarding what.
Oh, is this technology type stuff?
It is technology type stuff. That is why we haven't done any more designer interview, but we will. It's just, again, this comes back to the amount of time and, being able, because we've got to come up here, figure that out and test it out.
Because it is a new system.
Well,
we're working
and we're trying to find something that's going to be easy for our designer. the people that we're interviewing, because we don't want to make it complicated.
Well, when we did our thing with Lala and her thing.
And that ended up totally being our fault, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel terrible about that. That was my fault because I didn't check the cable.
I don't feel anything because I wasn't involved, nor could I.
Nor did we need her to be.
Good Lord, no. All I do is just, throw a wrench in the works.
Yeah.
More or less. That's how.
Yeah.
Okay, now, this is so cool. I wish you could feel this. And I think there's some paper in here.
That she said that does this with inks and stuff.
But we need to make sure about that before we...
Tyvek.
And what?
She says it's Tyvek. But I was like, so do you have to heat it up to have it do that? Because in your note, because I read it like 3 times. Because I was like, did she say?
Yeah, and I don't, that paper's down here under the pile. I'm not going to drag these out. I'm just going to...
She's already oohed and awed everything. I've know that.
I've already oohed and awed everything, and I told Mariah that I would go through this and share some of the things in there with this. I am going to maybe pull this one out to use with my...
Oh, well, Mo, you need to reach out to Fran. Fran cuts her, like, all of her stencils that she would cut her samples of her stuff. She uses Tyvek. I don't know where she'd get it. Hello, Isabel.
Yeah, I don't either know where you get it. Okay, napkins. And she said just one layer removed from each napkin to reduce bulk and weight. So she's already separated them. How cool is that?
Yeah.
And there's a whole bunch of different ones.
Oh, yeah. There. Things that, like, very fancy.
That's mostly Mariah's.
I need to put it with the other ones.
Purview.
I don't know exactly where I put the other ones.
And we've got ATCs here, which will go up on the board. And this should probably go up on the board, too. And Mariah and I were in a quandary about whether this was actually a plant or a cutout.
My guess is it's a die cut, but then I was like, I'm not 100%.
Man, it's a good one. And it says wonder. Of course, I love that. Okay, that needs to go over on... Just a minute. I'm going to hand those all to you. But we have a book for our ATCs. And Sophia, do you have some of our ACTs?
Good. You know, trading cards.
PVCs. AVDs.
ATM. AKA.
She just couldn't help herself. Okay, that I need a shirt that says that.
Well, and then I love the title because it's Go Girl. that was very clever.
Okay. One of the great and nameless heroines gave him a bed and sang him to sleep. Definitely skittish. Words one. Impertinently anointing his hair with sausage. Oh my God.
I have questions about this. Love
that was such a lovely visual. I love words that really just absolutely, because I just, and it's not, I'm having a vision of the sausage in a casing rather than, the mealy sausage.
Yeah. Probably about as far as you need to take your sausage
about
talk.
As far as I need to go with that. Okay. I'm going to hand these off to Mariah. She can put them in our book. Put the tag up there on the cork board. And here is a lovely... Okay, so she wrote us a note first. Really cute card. And then she wrote another note, a sticky note, and I don't know what happened to it in the mess here. But anyway... she put some more stuff in afterwards.
Yeah.
And I'll talk about that in just a minute. These are so beautiful. These are collages, okay? Pieces of paper. They're not like AI generated. Well, I guess one part, but they're actual paper.
I love that they're not like AI generated,
Yeah. That's one of my favorite. I love this. I really want to keep these out and maybe kind of utilize these to the extent of.
Oh, I know. And then it was like, well, P was like, well, which one do you want? And then I told her which one. She's like, good. I wanted the other one. So we agreed.
It worked out great. Yeah.
Perfect.
Find joy.
That reminds me. Eddie has a shirt. Do you? I'm gonna order us both one.
Oh, good.
It's Find Joy in Jelly Printing.
Oh.
I know. Y'all haven't seen that. I don't know. Is Eddie here? Did I see Eddie?
I don't know if Eddie showed up or not, but these are postcards, and aren't they wonderful? Mariah, I would ask for you to please put these up on the. I'm going to keep the papers, though, even though they are wonderful and they could go up there. I'm going to keep them because I kind of have some things I would like to do with those, maybe.
Okay. Things are up on the board.
Check this out. My gosh.
Oh, yeah. We're so pumped about this because we have a spot on the wall downstairs. It's perfect.
Absolutely perfect.
I love it.
And what's really cool about it is one of the artworks is already existing there on that wall. And Sophia will take a picture of it and show you what we mean. Has an arched mat cut, and was from one of my drawing instructors at Tech.
Yeah.
Way back in the day. But yes, we very much love that. And I'm going to go to the store and I don't know when, because around here it's just like, I don't know. I'm all ready to go today. What's your later part of the day?
Well, it's a school night, so it's a no on that.
Okay.
I know. I become such a schedule because I'm telling you, it makes life so much easier.
I want to go and get mats for my mats and frames for my.
But you could haul your husband out tomorrow.
I don't want to go out with him on that because he drives me crazy. He'll be hungry or have to pee or something, and I really need somebody there to help me with. I love him, but he sucks at that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hear you.
Okay. So she sent 2 little journal books.
Oh, that print is from a hand-cut carving she did last year. The black and white print.
Oh.
This.
Oh, wow.
Well, once we have it framed and hung on the wall, I'll send you a picture of where it is. I might have to, clean up that side of the, living room, but
yeah. So I commented on this, and I didn't do it so that I couldn't help myself because I absolutely loved it, and I didn't know where the button came from or whatever, but I knew I loved it. and anyway, look what I got. Isn't that just, plus this ribbon is just so perfect for this. And I was like, even now, I'm not sure what this is. It's like almost vinyl.
Well, I wonder if that's maybe some more of that Tyvek that she printed, maybe.
I don't know. Sophia, you got to let us know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this in my purse.
Oh, we do that a lot of times, Susan.
And take it with me because sometimes I just have these little things that I want to write down. That little inspirational things that you don't,
She doesn't have the card for yet.
Yeah. Oh, Mariah. Mariah's being kind of a little bit of a poopy diaper head here.
I love you. I like to give you a hard time.
And I just thought she was just going to crack up and was just going to, bust a gut over this, and
because she did, and I knew that's what you wanted.
I wanted it, so I needed it. She did not come forth with it.
I didn't. I shook my head.
I'll wait for you all to. Okay.
Yeah.
And so this one very obvious. I mean,
Okay. She says it's cut down canvas on the.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. That's brilliant. Well done.
It is. Man, that is just cool.
Now you need to just keep.
And this one is the same material.
That one's mine.
This one is Mariah's, and you can tell because it's happy and.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just wonderful. I love these little dotted eye things and this cool thing in
It
here.
goes, yep,
it's
there you
going
go.
the wrong way here.
I think
And this Art of Sophia. Little.
Stampy.
Yeah.
Just making sure she got that branding on there. I appreciate that.
Love orange, you know. And there's just so many cool things in this. Now, there's cool parts in my little book down here, too. And one of them, I really wanted to know how she did it. And I'll talk with her at a later date. But cool. Very cool.
Give me mine, because you need to hold on to yours and have it back in your little cubby hole or whatever.
I'm putting it in my purse.
Okay, woman, here, hand mine. I want mine right here, because these are the ones I work on and just put stickers in and write things and, do all the things that she's kind of judgy
I
about.
really, I went through it, and I know this is terrible. It says just a few bits for Izzy to enjoy. I actually went through this. I was going to keep the stars out, and I thought that was really mean, because she would just love the crap out of those stars, and they'll be
that's going to end up on, like, my
freaking everywhere, all over her bed upstairs, and
yeah, all over.
Yeah. And the shiny ice cream cones. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
She's got this little thing that she shoots at you. And I noticed it got separated from its cone.
Yes.
Yeah. I told her that's rude. I said, number one, you really need to, you don't need to be shooting things at people.
Yeah, she doesn't really understand the...
And here's a bag that says, don't allow children to put it over their head.
Mm-hmm.
I think that just gives some kids ideas when they say things like that.
Some kids.
All right. Oh my gosh. I mean, just such a lovely.
Now, y'all recognize this because this is a stamp that's in the shop. That's why I allowed these papers to be shown for the most part. Now, some of this,
it is her personal thing. And I love when you leave me little notes, because it's really very, very helpful. Look at these. Aren't these wonderful? I don't know what kind of paper this is, but this is some kind of ink, and it's Quink. This is Quink ink pen ink, black, on wet strength tissue. Okay, and Swedish tracing paper, which she provided me with some of that. Then sprayed with water. I love how it wicks out into browns, and on the Swedish tracing paper, even blue. Love this for atmospheric collages. Or stones.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, either one of those.
Yeah.
But look how wonderful these are together, these two.
Mm-hmm. And that's one of our stencils.
Yeah. Absolutely. Anytime you're getting orange and blue together, you've won my heart and mind.
That's Bloopy Loops right there.
Loopy Loops.
That other one is Broken Snakeskin. I think it's the snakeskin one. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, this is one that probably should have gone in the other paper pack, but eventually, this will end up in the shop.
Rainbow.
As far as a stamp is concerned. Because, that's how I found Sophia.
And here we are with...
Because she was showing off her
crackling.
Her stamps were being shown.
I don't know. Mud crackles.
And then I reached out to her.
And I love this, of course. And this is a print on the Swedish tracing paper.
And that's her new, that's the stencil.
Yeah, didn't I use this one?
Uh-huh. That's the...
I think I used it quite extensively.
Floral filigree.
Filigree.
That I don't recognize. I don't think it's...
It looks kind of like some of Rhonda's stuff.
Yeah, we're going to go with... If you want something like that, check out Rhonda's stencils.
It's very, very much in the same vein. And I
think that's just probably some cool, like, packaging thing she probably kept. And then a lot of people create those by putting sticker. They'll buy those sticker.
Oh, yeah.
I would assume that's probably similar.
Oh, man, I love this. This is rusty paper.
Oh, she says it's the grid left over from a game. We kept a bunch of grid. We have grid circle thingies.
We do.
We kept those as well. And some of them are like even fold out. And I was like, that would be cool if we... Where are those?
This is rusted paper. Steel wool and vinegar through stencils. Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very cool. Love this.
Love that.
Love
I
this.
love that.
Some more of that. I'm not sure what kind of paper that is. And of course, I love this. It's wonderful, wonderful color combinations here. I mean, you know, this is just love it. I just
If y'all want
love
to
it.
follow Sophia, she can be found over on Instagram. And if Sophia, will you put the name of your Instagram? I know you can't link it, but just the @
Okay, so then she says, I love these papers. It's not great for gel printing. There's loads much better out there, but it reacts when you use ink and buckles and crinkles in a really satisfying way.
That's the Tyvek stuff.
Oh, that's this stuff?
Yeah, and I think, did you put the ink on it and then heat it, Sophia? So yeah, her Instagram is @Sophia Button.
It's sold as kids' tracing paper. Bizarrely. Enjoy. Okay, well, I did not... I'm not sure what this other thing is in here. I have trouble getting into these things because I can't see
clear.
where the
Thank you, Darcy.
And I don't.
Thank you, Bo.
Okay, here it is. I can't see clear on clear.
Clearly.
Clearly. She's riffing me.
No, that would be ripping you.
All right, so she's got some for me. Oh, okay. Yeah. See, look.
I don't think that's Tyvek. Let me feel it.
It's not Tyvek.
But if you heat it, right? Is that the deal? I included few examples of how I've used the paper in some of these packs. Sorry for all the back. No worry.
I think that this is it because you can feel it when you run your hand across it. You can tell that if you close your eyes, you can tell there's something there. Well, because it does.
Right, but the bubbly business of the purple. No, that's not Tyvek. I just love how it feels and it sounds all crinkly. Okay. Hello, Lojo. We're working out some paper situation here.
Yeah, we are.
I want to know. So the purple thing was Tyvek. Is that correct? Let's work back from that. Okay. That Tyvek was just the little one-off piece. Okay. That is the purple thing. Yeah. And those things are so cool.
Yeah. Really like that. Okay. This paper is from Kids Crafting Supplier here.
Baker Ross.
Baker Ross. It's super fun to use. I was going to send you some anyway, but definitely had to when Izzy did her coffee paper stream. This stuff works in the same way. Oh, wow. Water, reactive ink, wicker out like crazy when you go spotty with water. When you spray with water, sorry. It's sold as color diffusing paper. I've added extra for Izzy. Enjoy. Okay,
we just leave it in the packet so that way we know what
here with
things are.
Rest of my
I mean, she went through all the work to,
And this is the Swedish tracing paper. Well, I definitely want to use that. So we will get to that. And this is
I've
got onion skin paper somewhere. I just don't know where it is.
I know. Darcy sent it to us. How we became friends with Darcy.
Yeah, I think a couple of people have sent me. But it's hard to find.
Yes.
Now, the real deal. The stuff they have now is sucky poo-poo.
I don't know where we packaged it.
Really...
I think it's stuffed back in your stuffy hole over there in one of the bottom layers that don't get seen very often because things get put in front of them.
Married up here. I'm just going to pull this out. This is Tissue Text. Recommended to me by abstract artist Lynn Chang. It's similar to tea bag paper. She uses it for collage. Oh, look at it. It's kind of like that stuff you put on the inside of your...
Almost looks like a dryer sheet.
Yeah, but Pellon. Remember Pellon that you put on the inside of your seam to stiffen up your collar or whatnot?
Seam stiffer.
Yeah. But this one does tear, so look at that. Tears nicely. Okay, I like that stuff.
Yeah. That should be fun to, like, if we can stamp on it and stuff.
It's like pushing a rope upstream, getting it back in there. Might not. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm putting that up with the other papers for exploration. The Swedish tracing paper. Same thing. I think I've got tracing paper also someplace.
Yes, I think, again, stuff back in the stuffy holes back there.
One of these days, I'm going to get around to cleaning all this up over here. And yeah.
Swedish tracing paper. Remember, there was a big old discussion one day about it all.
Yeah. Mariah, can you put this up on the wall?
Oh, yes.
Thank you. All right. So I kept this out. I don't think I'm going to use this in this one. I think I'm going to use this one. That's fine. Oh yeah, that's just what it needs.
Yeah, so thank you very much. Very, very much, Sophia. That was,
awesome.
I mean, what a pleasant, we'll number one, and the box was beautiful, but I don't allow Pete. I swear I'm going to start just taking packages away from her because she doesn't cover up the addresses and things properly. Anyway.
Oh, it's so little.
But the box is beautiful.
You can't really see it. I couldn't see it. Okay, well, we got this. Remember, we went to all this trouble to make this little thing.
Yes, we did.
And Mariah glued it on here.
Onto the wrong one.
On the wrong one, but it's okay because I made another. And I actually like this one better. And I'm going to use the other one for something else. But I have since then gone over this with this stuff. Clear texture gesso. I was thinking of trying to remember where my sentiment was. And it's on the back of the card. I'm really glad I hadn't glued it down.
Yeah.
Would have been. Yeah. May the power of purple be with you. Okay, now the reason I did.
Oh, the really see-through, like tea bag type paper stuff. What was it called? The papers that you just went through? That last one.
Was really... yeah. This is very, very flimsy.
Yeah, what was that called?
Oh, no. It wasn't the very last one. The pink one. Next to the very last one. Tissue text.
Tissue text.
Tissue text. Yeah, I mean, it is extremely poofy. You won't be able to have your fan on with that for sure. Okay, so here I went over this with this because I'm going to write on it with a white pencil.
Have you tested this?
No.
Okay, you seem very confident.
I am.
Okay.
And the only thing that I'm going to do before I do that is I'm going to take a piece of...
Yeah, I'm not sure of our plans today either, Mo.
What? What are y'all saying?
So Mo was saying that she's not sure of our plans today, but if we plan on using any of Susan's stuff, if we would be so kind to kind of push it a little later in the stream, she'll be back because she had to step away.
Oh.
But you're doing fine because you're just doing your purple thing there.
Okay, you're talking about the girls?
The girls.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay, I got a little piece of paper here. So basically what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to practice my writing out. And this is, I want to just tell you, this is how I do things, okay? And, you know, just imagine those are together and see that's going to be about the same as that. What are you laughing? I'm presenting people with options.
I know.
Easy ways to do things. Now, you can actually tape those together, if you have tape handy. Or you can, glue them down to something. I don't know. Just whatever makes you happy.
Float your boat.
Float your boat. Okay.
Flash your kite.
So, my sentiment is, may the power of purple be with you. And I want to capitalize purple, and it's going to take up a little bit more space than the other one. So, of course, it has to come right where the...
Yeah. Well, is that going to be the fold of the card?
Oh, we could. No, no.
It says whatever blows your frock up is also a valid alternative.
All right, now see,
Toot your horn.
visualize that there.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Got that?
Yeah.
And I want to try to get purple right there. So, yeah, that's going to be... I'll have to start way over here.
Hey, Liz. Well, today the problem is that I have not even scheduled the stream. So many apologies for that. I just was sitting here and I was like, and I knew there was something to, you know, when you have those days where you're like, yeah, I feel like there's something I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah. Now, if you wanted to go over that with the, this, you might.
What is that?
That's the Sharpie with the brush tip. You're going to want to kind of play around with the, hey, go over the one that you just did. Yeah, it's your test one to, number one, get the ink kind of going.
Oh, I need something dark that I can see what the hell I'm writing here.
Okay.
Oh, it's a lot fatter.
Well, actually, there you go. You can, what's nice about the brush tip is if you have a soft hand with it, you can get it
Okay,
thinner.
you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do purple, the word purple.
Okay.
And they can read the rest.
Okay.
As is.
All right, you're going to bold the purple. Mm-hmm.
Go.
Well done.
You know, Mariah, she says, you know, I don't know who these cards are for. I said, you know what? You just don't have to know that. It will come to you. I've purchased cards. Every time I would go to Santa Fe, there was this one store, and I wish I could remember the name of it.
Well, remember that one down in
it's probably not even there anymore.
Probably not. And then remember there used to be that one down in Deep Ellum that just had that whole loft area that was so
and you
wonderful.
Could just spend an hour.
Oh, just laughing
looking at
and weird cards. Weird. Just
strange,
weird like us.
weird.
Like we could totally sell cards there.
Yeah. This kind of card.
You know,
definitely a niche audience.
Yes, totally. That is us. And that also explains our channel.
That's what we were talking about.
We were giggling about it. I was like, yeah, that's our people. It's the special kind of people that get us and understand that this is, we aren't for the masses.
We're not for the masses. And this is where I'm handing this card off to Mariah so that she can send her up and glue it down now that we've got the sentiments inside.
Oh, bye, Margie. Thanks for hanging. Okay, what did you just say?
I want you to glue the
thing down?
Front part down.
Do you want me to go over the edges, or are you happy with your edge?
I think I already did.
Well, I know, but I thought if you wanted to pop
yes,
out
as long as you don't, muss it up. Here, have a wipey ready, so in case you go over the edge. I don't. Sometimes that doesn't bother me. It will bother me on that one.
Well, or it just, I feel like it needs something around the edge.
She thinks it needs something around.
And I wish my baby wouldn't have stolen, because I really do feel like she stole it, because I haven't seen it in a very long time. That silver marker.
All right. Hey, is Susan is back? No, that's Susan Fernandez.
Susan, yeah.
Okay. So this is Safia. This is something that you put in there. And I don't know if it's one of those stickery things, but look at this. This is exactly what I needed up here. Got to get it just right. Okay, now let me show you why I needed that. I'm hoping, Mariah, you just are so awesome. So
she loves it when I do exactly what she tells me to do. She's very pleased with that.
I'm very pleased with it. And And she offers me, options here. I mean, how sweet is that? Okay. So basically what I want this to be is it's going to be a little thing that's up here. And it's going to hinge and it's going to open up and then you're going to see this.
Oh.
That it says, I'm just a rainbow kind of girl. You? That's what's going to be underneath this. So then you open up the card, and I haven't had to write it down because I came up with it in the middle of the night when I got up to
Well, you haven't even made that into a flip card yet.
So I don't have a card.
You need to get on that there, lady.
Well, here it is. Let's see.
You got another one of them snowmen?
Yeah, I do. And I've even got
Schmear.
I've got the schmear on the inside, and it's going to work perfectly with my little inside saying. Okay, so remember the question?
Yeah. Hey, Lala.
I'm just a rainbow kind of girl. You? Inside the card, it's going to say, nah, I'm more of an amble-shaped wall cloud with copious amounts of lightning bolts emanating from the underbelly. She didn't laugh like that. She rolled her eyes. And
I did.
Said, okay.
I knew she was real proud of herself with that.
I did.
Like leapt out of bed and said, I've got to write that down right now.
I wrote this down at 1:30 this morning after I got up 3 or 4 times with my granddaughter, who, bless her heart, she wants to stay in her room so much, but she just misses her mommy so much in the middle of the night. So the second time I went in there, okay. Actually, that was 3 times. Yeah. The last one, mommy came up and hauled her butt down. Because she said, I'm tired of little footsteps going beep, 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 beep.
And I knew you were involved because I heard the dump, 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 dump.
I swear to God, I do not stomp. It is just this crappy floor. I haven't tried tiptoeing. It's hard to tiptoe with a bad knee.
Yeah.
I
don't think you're a tiptoer. It's just not, it's not how you do things.
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
There is that. Okay. Anyway, so third time's a charm, right? I provided her with water. I reassured her. And then the last one, she wanted me to go get her mother. And I said, well, I will. I don't. She says, I want to stay here, but I just need my mommy.
Well, and then her mommy comes up and she didn't want to go back downstairs.
Well, she didn't. She wanted you to come up because she didn't want to go back downstairs.
Like she just wanted to visit?
She just wanted a little reassurance that you hadn't, moved to Canada from the time she went to bed until then. I don't know what goes on in the 7-year-old's brain. And they never tell you what it is.
And the lights are just blaring. See, that was a mistake, too. Did you turn on the light?
No, she did. The blinking thing, I couldn't sleep through something like that.
No, the blinking thing, yeah.
I turned on the other light because she wanted me to.
So you can't do that. Because once that's on, then everybody's up. That's mistake number 1.
Okay, well, now I know. I was just trying to reassure her.
Yes.
The catchphrase for my favorite group is "I'll purple you."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see, there are some people that are laughing, Mariah, LOL.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Schwitz technique.
This is
an onomatopoeia for the swipe across the paper for design and also the hiding of undesired text imagery. The artful obliteration of or smear of someone else's sentiment.
Yeah, we need to add that.
Oh my God, that's wonderful. Mm-hmm. That is. I need to make a card about that. Yeah. But can you see it here? I don't really know whether I'm going to be able to write that in there. I think this is the cloud, so maybe the sentiment will be down below it.
Or see, like here, this is where you need a graphic designer to come in and say, this is how you need to typeset that. Which is, I am more of a, and then, so in the big block there, you say, I am more of a, and then down below.
Oh, I'm more of an anvil-shaped, so that it this is the actual cloud. They'll get the idea this is the cloud.
Right. Or you could write the little part in the cloud. Yeah, I'm just saying, those are some thoughts there. But before you do that, you need to do something to the snowman.
Oh, yeah.
to get that, you know.
And I really think I need to do something to the girl. But now that I've got this little piece here, see, look at how well that looks together.
It really does.
I mean, that just looks like, okay, boom.
You need to hold the girl up into the technology so people can appreciate your awesome pencil work. She's like, I spent a lot of time doing this. I'm like, yeah, I know. How's your desk doing? That's what This is what happens when she's heavily into avoidance. Amazing art comes out of your avoidance. It really does.
It really does. I used to have a saying to that effect, but I lost it and I can't remember.
Yeah.
Something to the effect that, whatever you're doing to avoid doing what you should be doing is really what you should be doing anyway. I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah.
Somebody actually said that, something like that, very similar to that. Okay, I don't really know quite yet what color this needs to be.
Diane asked, do you have to put a coating over the white colored pencil to keep it from erasing? No, I don't think so. Because, I mean, it's colored pencil, so it's not like it.
No, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Unless you,
I mean,
if you're going to be, like rubbing on it or something,
yeah.
I might,
Depends on how much you're going to be,
how engaged you are
with your cards.
Okay, well, moving right along.
That seems personal, though.
I'm not judging.
No. In fact, I mean, I would love that people, like,
yeah,
I want people to interact with our cards like that.
Interact with them, you very physically, in a physical sense, you might want to, put down another layer of clear.
And warn them that some of that is
now, I did, all joking aside, which I'm just joking, I did put another coat to seal the pencil on this because this is going to be on the front of the card.
Yeah.
And if you do want that to happen. Now, I'm a little leery. I don't know. I'll have to test it out to see if that marker that I used, is that going to
well, it's an acrylic. No, excuse me. It's acrylic.
Okay. It's good then.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, we're thinking about this, and something else, Mariah? I could have this going clear to the outside edges of the card like that, like a belly band. And you can scoot this up and down and read the sentiment.
Oh.
I wished I had two of these. I just have this one.
Well, and that would worry me because then you could, you have a possibility of like losing. I like your little, lift it business. And I think you need to try to get the back of that card a lighter, like a minty color.
Okay, that was where I was going with this. Okay, so what color does our snowman background need to be?
I'm thinking either you could go Lucas Krill beige. You could go the minty color. You know what would be great, and we have it in regular and not just in the open.
Titan pale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have some of that. Remember, we got some.
Yeah, a little peekaboo card.
Provided I can find it. Yeah, look at this. Titan green pale. Now, I don't know,
Yeah.
Look at that. I think that's going to be bloody marvelous.
And it's pretty opaque, which is
fairly,
gonna work to your advantage.
Depending on, how thick I apply my paint. Well, that was fun. I enjoyed that. I hope y'all enjoyed that. I very much enjoyed what we just did here. I know it doesn't seem...
Yes, it was said that you were quite the wordsmith.
I was quite the wordsmith.
Mm-hmm. She does.
Okie dokie. There's some stuff on here, but
is.
I don't think it's like going to be the end of the world. Even if it does come off, it's kind of cool.
Like, is there... I don't know. Your plate's a weird color.
What? It's kind of green.
Yeah.
There was some other stuff that I mentioned.
It's kind of the color you need it to be. Like, that's what we're going for.
I believe that's it.
That's it.
never happen again. Hope this first one works out. Just going to try to get this fairly evenly. You know, I don't want any streaks. And, you know, most of it's going to be covered up anyway.
Yeah.
It's just the edges that we're going to have to be concerned about. Why are you laughing?
Cheryl's having a little, you know. I know sometimes texting on the thing. Yeah. I understand completely. 100%. We all know. We all know, Cheryl. We're with you, girl. Typing sometimes, you know, on the I'm assuming she's probably on her tiny phone, or maybe. Look. Hey, that there snowman transferred. That's where, you know, when you don't want to transfer.
That's ridiculous.
God.
Okay. Now, like I said, you know, I'm happy with this.
Yeah.
Because, and I'm not going to do
Hey,
this.
Dawn.
I'm not going to, I have to work on this, like, by myself, because I just can't. Look at that.
Yeah. Love it. Well done. You did good.
Okay, well, this card cracks me up, and there will be an absolutely perfect occasion for this card, I feel sure.
If not, every time we pop out our little, you know, box of cards, we'll get a good chuckle about it and talk about it.
Absolutely. Okay, now what? It's really about I want to find it. The stuff back over here on.
I love those. I want you to do something with those.
Well, and we've got. Did I pass the rest of the girls off to you?
Yeah.
All right, we need to get some more stuff going over here in card backgrounds, Mariah, because we've got a lot of cool stuff here to use and utilize, but I need some more card backgrounds. Oh, yeah, like this one. I am definitely, all right, I might as well just do this. Y'all, if this just bores the crap out of you, just don't watch it, and, you know.
Thumbs you up, see, on your way out.
Yeah. Okay, I've got a little bit of this left here. And what I want to do...
Oh, no, I think this is good for them to see.
And
that stuff that's there on top of the green stuff, that is the texture gesso that we've been to. The clear texture gesso by Montmart. And Mo popped the link in the chat.
Reason I'm being very careful here is because I don't want to go over those little shiny lines.
Yeah, because it's pretty cool.
Because those little shiny lines are just really cool. I just want to go over parts here that I'm going to use my colored pencils on. And it's not, you know, to absolutely change everything. It's just to a little bit separate from the background what is going on with the stamp.
Yeah.
Probably want to darken that in right there. And the reason I'm going out here is because I may try to
give her a little shadow or glow. Shadow or glow.
Shadow or glow. Either way, you're going to need something. Now, to be perfectly honest, this, and remember, this was the pink Opera Rose.
Yes.
This was Opera Rose over that blue. Let me just bring that back and remind you, you know, what was going on here. Yeah. Okay, here it is.
Yeah. So that was the original scrapbook paper and what it looked like.
This is the original scrapbook paper. This is the scrapbook paper with a pickup from a leftover on this.
Oh, see, Kat says she loves the Montmartre stuff. Thanks, Pete. Enjoy my colored pencil so much more now. It really is. Like, it's next level.
It honestly is. And, this is just so weird. What I love about this paper is that you could use either side here. Now, this side has the shine to it. So if you flip it over, you're not going to get that. But I really like it going this way.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It goes with the swoop.
It goes with the swoop. Okay?
Yeah.
So basically, I'm going to try to tear this out carefully while this dries. And I need to make sure that. Because even though I have this up here where I'm going to do the inside of this, I may want to come in and add a tiny little bit of definition to the outside. You do not need tons of this. You just need enough there to help grab
the pencil
technique.
Because especially on top of acrylic paints or, any kind of slicky surface, pencils don't work so great.
Now, you can see where I did that. The reason I'm not worried about that right now is because when I get this finished, probably what I will do is go over the whole thing with a shiny rather than matte, because I want to keep my shiny edges to the original embossing medium, like gloss.
Yeah.
Something glossy. Okay. Put that aside for just a minute. Okay. Now, Mariah, we need a card backing.
You need another snowman?
Those have come in handy.
Gosh, they have.
See, don't get rid of those cards that you got, and you're
just like, okay, I'm sick of sending this card out. Well,
better not send this one out. I'm pretty sure I sent it out last year, or was it the year before? Let me see.
Yeah, because that's what.
All right, we're going to try the water technique here, because I would like to get this really, really close and not have a lot of stuff going on there.
Look at you.
Okay, this is really working out quite well. Make sure I've got kind of clean water here.
Ooh, congrats, Dana. I think this thing has migrated. Look at you. Your tweezers.
Hey, I practiced this the other day.
Did you?
Yeah. And the nice thing about this paper, as opposed to the tissue,
wet strength tissue,
it doesn't matter if you water it, because remember, it's wet strength. It stays relatively.
What are you talking about?
Wet strength that you can't pull it apart like this.
Okay. Thank you. You were confusing me.
Oh, I was probably confusing myself.
No doubt. This is the Hanshi paper. Yes? Has an H on it? Mm-hmm.
If it has an H on it, it's the Hanshi.
And it was tucked in there, so I'm assuming that's why she did that.
I tried to make an H on every one, but I don't know if I actually did that, or if I just thought about doing it.
Mm-hmm.
When you reach my age, you're allowed some of that. Oh, so we went to see the fine arts director for the district of Wiley. And what a charming, wonderful man.
Yes. We had a great time.
We had a great time.
We think he did too.
Yeah. He has a sense of humor. and you really would need to be, because I tell you what, people that teach music and band, I don't know if you've ever started off with a fifth grader and they're learning how to play an instrument.
Brand new.
Um,
It's painful.
Beyond painful. You know, I would just soon have somebody rip my fingernails out.
One reason my flautist career did not take off. The patience and the love in the house was lacking.
Okay. Now, I learned this from my last thing here.
And my brother was more, I think he enjoyed the fact that he was driving people crazy.
Yeah.
So he learned how to play the trumpet better.
He did. And when he got pretty good, it was okay. Yeah. I'm going to do something different with this one than I did this one, because what I had to do here on this one is I had to come in with white paint, because see where that stripe goes down through there? You can still see it somewhat.
Right.
But I'd rather not have that show up in my face here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to paint the back side of this white.
Look at you. All these ideas.
Hey, you know, and I'm hoping, you know, kind of a little bit iffy on this, because I really honestly don't know how it's going to work. I'm going to use the slick side of my
deli paper.
Thank you, Mariah. You know, I when I tell people that it takes two of us to make something in PM Artist Studio, I'm referring more to what I'm involved in rather than Mariah. Yeah. And riffing isn't just all that it takes two people to do.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to have her give me words.
This is the Titan Golden paint, just acrylic paint, not a gesso, but you know, for this purpose, especially since she's probably going to be like, once she glues it down, are you going to, she will do the, sorry. Or did you already paint the texture gesso on it? Sorry. God. Whew.
No, I have not, Mariah. Okay. That is a good question. I will do that once I have it glued down.
Gotcha. There you go.
And I will say the texture gesso is not, don't want that to happen, because I'm going to be mussing up my lines.
Oh, Cynthia, you
okay.
Patience of angels. Did y'all see that? That was impressive. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just set that over here.
Oh, Susan Dufresne's back.
Oh, you're back. Good. Well, you missed out on the really. You'll have to back.
Well, or she can bring it back around again.
Yeah, I love talking about it, by the way.
She's real pleased with herself anyway.
I am. Pleased as punch.
Pleased as punch.
Pleased as punch. Oh, dear. What did we get on that? Oh, nothing. Okay, good. So it was just a little tiny
yes, and
fluff of paper.
Yeah, the reason, Susan Dufresne is the designer of the girls and the boys portraits. A brain.
Yes. And I'm going to approach this the same way that I did this girl. When I glued her down on this one, remember, this wasn't a glossy one. This was just plain paint. It wasn't ever glossy because it wasn't ever embossed.
Right. Oh, right. That it was just the paint. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I didn't care what I glued this down with. I can't even remember what I used. I think it was this stuff, acrylic. But when I glue this one down, I'm really going to go a little bit more for gloss. I don't want to lose my shiny stuff. Then when the gloss dries, after I've glued it down with the gloss.
Oh.
Then I come back in with my very sharp brush
and do what you did just a
and
second.
do what I did with the, yeah.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
I know that that seems like a lot, but once you lose your gloss, it's really hard to get it back.
Yeah.
And especially when it's as fine line a detail as we have going here. And you can see the shiny. I don't want to lose that. I think that's really wonderful.
Yeah, and so Kat wants to know, so which face did you paint the texture stuff on earlier? That was the,
That was this one.
yeah, so she went over it again.
Yeah, I went over the whole thing again. Because it does show up where,
No, and wait,
here.
there was the other one.
This
Yep. I was going to say, and then there was the other one. Yes, that was the...
Because you could see, now that it's dried, you really can't, because this is kind of a matte colored paint.
Yeah, hold it up in the technology a little more, and then they might see it, which is great. I mean, that's kind of what you want. But that one was heat embossed on.
Yes.
And stamped directly.
Yeah, you can see the shine.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was directly stamped onto the...
Hey, Devin.
The card. Yeah. Okay, so this is not drying as fast as I want it to, but I hesitate to go over it until it is dry. Okay, Mariah, while this is drying, how about if we go ahead and maybe make some decisions on what we're going to do to the penguin? Yeah, the card.
The penguin?
The penguin.
Guess it's black and white. That's why her brain went there.
I guess so. God knows.
Snowman.
Why exactly? The snowman.
Snowman. Penguin snowman. Okay. And
so we could leave it. We could leave it black, but I'm kind of thinking, you know, maybe dark purple.
Yeah. That or gold.
That or gold.
Hi, Isabel. Thanks for hanging.
I don't know. I'm you know, kind of waffling. Understand waffling?
Mm-hmm.
Waffling on this because I do have Martha. I do think we need to go with gold. And I need to go with a more... Let's try this one. I think some of the card is still going to show through, but I'm not thinking that's going to be too terrible of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
If I just absolutely hate this, then I can come back and go over the whole thing with purple and it'll cover it up. Well, for the most part. Well, dadgummit.
You need to...
I've got...
Is everything taken? There's a little something on everything.
A little something on everything. Here we go. I think that'll cover it. I just really, you know, I hate having to... Oh, no, that's not going to work. No. No. Not going to work. Every single plate I've got has some kind of crap on it. Imagine that. All right, as wonderful as this is, and I do especially like that little whoop-de-doo thing there.
Yeah.
It's got to go.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
You can save that for later. On your tape.
I could save my tape, yeah. I don't know that it's all that wonderful. And you know, really, actually, I don't know what I'm worried about the edges on this for. You're not going to see the edges. They're going to be covered up. with the actual card with the girl on it. Y'all, we need to be thinking about some really wonderful little sentiments. I always save the gold ones because, you know, I just never seem to have as many gold ones as I do other.
Yeah.
Love this. This is Splendid Gold. Splendid Gold is a good one. You really will not be disappointed with Splendid Gold. Got to get rid of some of this stuff because I need to be ready to brayer that off.
Gotta get ready.
Got to get ready. Now, in this one, I don't need to worry about my middle so much as I need to worry about my sides.
Yeah. I'm just gonna crack up if that darn snowman transfers again. That one's looking good. Your little frame paper there.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's practically ready for retirement, I believe.
No, these are not Christmas cards. These are just cards. It just so happens that we have the Christmas cards that we are altering. Yeah, and it did transfer some. That's hilarious. So it kind of went greenish, but that's okay because look, it matches kind of that greeny color in the card.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about this corner down here, but you know, it looks kind of distressed. So, you know, maybe if we'll use some just that brown distress ink on this one and kind of further.
Oh, around the edges and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it look more.
Yeah, I think that will be a good thing.
Yeah, we do have a penguin. Sort of out there.
It's a snowman.
Snowman, penguin. I want that to be a penguin.
I know that.
I want it.
Oh, yeah.
I like penguins. I might not even change it if it's a penguin. All right, let's see how we're going here with our
Her
girl.
brain is stuck on black and white penguin.
Yeah. Is that just not sublime?
Just lovely. I like it.
I do too. But I really want her to be a little bit more
Gold?
antique-y looking.
Gold. Oh, here. Oh. Hold on.
Can you spray her, Mariah?
I can. And I think I have the perfect.
And the reason
color
I'm
for her.
going with Mariah spraying her rather than me doing something to her is because I don't want to destroy this. And I think the spray that she's thinking about is going to be enough. Okay, so what do we have here? Well, I'm going to give that a little spritz over here because I'm not sure what this is. Does it have balls?
No balls. And if that isn't what you want, then this one might be. Here. Now, please keep in mind that that one that she just sprayed, the first one, is actually what's in the bottle and as described.
It's Stardust spray.
Lindy's, and it's the what lantern something I think.
Oh, I don't see where it says.
It's on the side.
Oh,
yeah,
Rusty Lantern Lime.
Now the other one, the Goldie one, that's a mixture of stuff.
All right, well, I'm going to try this one just simply because, you know, I don't know.
Oh, hey, Dana.
Oh, doesn't have a lid.
And I don't, it does spray. I don't know if it sprays. I don't know if that's a sprayer one or a dabber one. Some of the sprays don't spray. That one sprays.
Well, it did, but it's like awfully.
Yeah, unpredictable.
It's more a spitter.
Llama style.
Well, I like this. Oh, we're just gonna go for it. I think I can do that.
Yeah, you can do it.
Shucky darns.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look what's happening.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
She's mottling.
Yeah, kind of that hammered.
Yeah. I don't know if that's gonna stay.
I mean, if you leave her like that, yeah, it will. I think it'll stay puddled up.
Am I worried about it gluing down? Should I move it?
Yeah. That'll probably be fine. Because remember, she painted the back of this. So there's
The
sort
back
of
of it,
a
is
steel.
Already has the
Yeah.
I'm glad I did that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was brilliant, y'all. Remember? I painted the back of it with heavy body, golden, Titan white.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to let that. Now, Mariah, can you nip?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here, I have something. I hang with the curved lines. I don't like that. Oh, I was just making up a bunch of silly, stupid stuff.
They're not, she can't hit 100%.
Can't hit 100%. And, you know, but that is kind of a hard act to follow on my
the rainbow thing.
My rainbow thing.
Mm-hmm.
And see what I like about this? Two things. Number one, the ease of which it was applied. I'm liking this kind of pockmarked,
Hammered
feel to it. And it's not obliterating the original shiny of the embossing.
Yeah.
So this was like a trifecta win there. And we don't know what this is. We just know that it used to be Glimmer Mist.
Well, part of it was that, but then I think what we did is we added more of the jacquard, like one of these, or maybe a mixture.
It's one of those tattered angels. I hear people talking about that all the time.
Right, but it was just dried up at the bottom of it. We added
added that stuff.
I think we added some of that.
Pearl-X powdered.
Yeah,
pigment,
so it's a mix.
Sparkle gold. Well, it certainly looks like the same color in there.
Yeah, it's a mix.
And I should wipe its nose.
I don't know if I mentioned that it's a mix. Thanks.
You can never say that too many times because I can hear somebody saying, well, I bought some of that and mine sure isn't that color.
Yeah, how did you get
Should I send it back?
Yeah, no, it's probably right.
Yeah, it's all right. It's just that you just need to add a little pigment to it.
Yes.
Holy cow. Yeah.
Alter that up.
Now, let's see. This is really working out fine. We'll let her dry. Let's work a little bit on her.
Little pencil work.
Little pencil work. No, y'all love that.
Now, as you
Can I pull?
Yes. Or I was going to say, yeah, you can do that.
How's that?
That's pretty good. You manage that decently. It's a little wonky, but I'm going to try to live with it.
Okay. What do I need to do?
No, just actually what you should do is line your, no, stop messing with that, please. Please stop messing with that, please. Thank you. If you would move your green mat so it would be straight, that would be ever so helpful to my brain. Yeah, that's better.
Better?
Yep.
Okay.
I have a real issue, like when there are straight lines. I will get off of a podcast person talking in front of a bookcase faster than you can, like click in if it is not lined up. It makes me, that's all I can focus on. I'm like,
she can't hear what you're saying because your bookcase is screaming at her.
That it's not like, why do you have these huge straight lines that could be squared up in your line of sight? Wow. It makes me just
oh my
crazy.
gosh, we went out to lunch at IHOP yesterday after our meeting, and I never did exactly figure out what was going on because, of course, I couldn't hear it. But Mariah, she's all antsy and wiggly and everything. And
Oh, at IHOP, yeah. These people had their phone playing. I'm like, public spaces, earbuds, please.
And we're all just laughing at her because she's so silly. And Brad said, "Oh, good. This is going to be one of those Karen minutes where Mariah jumps up and she's ranting and raving at these teenagers without their phone, and all of a sudden
blaring."
It was rude. I don't know that saying anything to them would have had whatever effect, but
makes me nuts.
Okay, so I like that. Kind of got that face back in there. Don't I go with almost always I go with either turquoise or green eyeshadow just because
just
I just think it's the bee's knees, and I do like turquoise hair a lot.
Oh, hi Diane, and bye Diane.
Hi and bye.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I think she was watching, but she was just. It's late. Getting late.
Well, and I know this isn't exactly.
Yeah.
Like.
I agree, Rhonda. 100%.
A car chase.
I wish they'd put up like at least little signs or something in a restaurant that would just, let people know in a.
Well, you would think people would know. It kind of comes under the Dairy Queen rule.
What's that?
Not everyone enjoys the same music as you do. Just,
Yeah.
Put in your earbuds or shut the hell up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Susan says she does have a 70s vibe. So that's the perfect eyeshadow, I think.
She's approving of my.
Uh-huh.
I would like to wear that, but as
I
you get
love
older, it's not quite as.
I will wear my blue eyeliner and blue eyeshadow.
It's not quite as attractive as it was when you were 25.
I don't know that at that point then does it matter. I'm kind of the I don't really what I do is for me, not for others.
Well, no, you're still okay, but I'm just saying it's a personal thing. I just feel like maybe
the blue
eyeliner's a little past my. And really, all I'm doing here is just getting this to separate a little bit more from its background. There's no hard and fast rules here.
Mm-hmm.
Get a little shading going on, define maybe some edges. It's totally up to you. And that's why I say when I do this, a lot of times I will do the what?
Oh,
edges.
Lynn, she says, I have combated them by blaring my own music. A little Pink Floyd, Jethro Tull.
Oh, love it.
Mm-hmm. I used to love
I could
wearing
bring
fake
in a little
eyelash.
bit of Patsy Cline or CCR.
Mm-hmm.
Does Joshua, does he know about Patsy Cline?
Oh, I don't know.
I need to ask those children.
I'll send them those links.
We've been sending them all kinds of links here lately. It's just hysterical.
Get them know what
They're
I'm
so
saying.
Cute.
I love her. Can you hold her up into the technology? I know you pulled the thing down, but could go down a little further. And there you go. That way people can see the lines of the penciling. Mm-hmm.
I think she's very Joan Baez.
Oh.
Right? Just a little bit, maybe? Well, when she would wear turquoise eyeliner.
Yeah.
Or eyeshadow.
want my hair to do that.
I think she's coming along nicely.
Yeah.
What do you think? Yeah?
Yes. Okay.
I'm going to hand her over to you.
Yeah, we got 20 minutes. Here's that glued down.
Oh, yes.
What am I supposed to nip her? You want me to nip her?
I want you to nip her, and I would like for you to use one of your markers to go around the edge. And then I need another card so I can...
around this. What color do you want around the edge? I have this kind of brown.
Orchidy or brownie.
Or do you want the purple?
I think I would like the lighter. Because I'm really... Yeah. I'm feeling like what I want to do on that is I want to have the background be a very... Oh,
wait. I need to nip her.
You know, like periwinkle. I want the background to be periwinkle.
Okay.
Oh, you all look at this.
Hold it down. Remember the camera's down. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sorry. And then, boom! May the power of purple be with you.
And scoot over towards your pencils. There you go. Perfect.
Isn't that a gorgeous card? Oh, I'm very proud of that. Very, very, very proud of that. Okay, oh my gosh, she's still drawing. I think she's still drawing because of that, the white on the...
Yes. You want me to water real quick and get her done?
Well, I'm afraid she's going to roll up.
She'll roll up and she might melt a little. She's
having a little tendency to do a little bit of rolling over here on the side. And you might just blow her away. Okay, get that off my hand here.
This was like perfect.
All right. Now, this, remember, we were going to...
Look at that.
I can't remember if this is brown now or if I changed it again.
Night, Sophia. Thanks for hanging. Oh, we loved it. Sleep well.
Okay, that's going to work great.
Most says Venus looks so different in her hammered gold face versus her Woodstock face.
She's
versus the rainbow
a very
girl.
material girl.
Yeah, you know, really just she's a chameleon.
She can rise to the occasion. Doesn't matter what the hell.
Hey, maybe that's what you need to write on the red card. I rise to all occasions.
I'm very flexible. What you want? No, I don't want to say that. I don't want her to seem easy. Okay, I'm trying to come in with this ever so slightly without, having a line. And I'll tell you what, that's a whole lot harder than you think.
Mm-hmm.
To blend it out so that, it's not...
Well, it depends on who's doing it.
And Mariah could do this a whole lot better than I'm just stumbling and fumbling along here. And
she goes heavy.
I go heavy.
There's a trick to it. There is.
Okay, I think that's looking pretty dadgum good.
Yeah, you're not too shabby. Yeah, don't tempt fate.
Don't tempt fate. Get the lid back on this. Boy, this is a nice color. Isn't this a nice color?
You did good in your mix that we can't really,
Yeah.
That is not the color.
Yeah, that's not it anymore.
No.
I don't even know what it used to be.
Janis Joplin. Yes, I was trying to think of Janis Joplin. She kind of has the hair of Janis. I don't know that Janis was a blue eyeshadow wearing kind of girl, though.
Not sure she wore makeup. I'm not sure she bathed regularly. No, I'm serious.
Right.
That was back in the day.
Yeah.
She was definitely in the grunge crowd.
Oh, Liz Bent says she says, after my attempt at stencils, my hat's off to all of you stencil makers. It's way harder than I thought. It can be.
It's, and I'm...
It's a brain thing.
It is a brain thing. And understanding...
We still mess them up.
And, I can just remember... What was the first stencil we did and it just came out in pieces?
Well, there were quite, the actual very first one was the cellular membrane.
Yes, cellular membrane. Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, because the original one that you had drawn, I was like, I don't think this is gonna work. But a lot of times I would have to show her.
Yeah, I just couldn't.
She's like, I don't understand what you're telling me. I'm like, fine, I'm just gonna cut it so then you can see it, because physically seeing it fall apart.
And it made me laugh.
Or just not work. Yeah.
Really did just make me laugh. But I liked the parts of it. And then we finally made it work. But boy, it was painful on my part because I was...
Oh, Wonky, Ripley Railroad was one that took a very long time with this one, because it was like, trying to agree upon what parts stayed and what needed to be connected, because that's the other thing that's very tricky to understand is, how much of the original design gets altered to a point where it's really not what you intended. And sometimes it's then not even really good at that point. Yeah.
Okay, Mariah, on this particular card, I'm going to ask you to nip the edges of the card also.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay, she's still a little wet. I'm not ready to glue her down. She's got to be completely dry, because when I want to press the glue out,
yeah,
I think that she's not going to... I'm worried about messing up her nice little...
goldiness.
Yeah.
Best way to put that. Or goldiness.
Mm-hmm. Or pocky goldiness. Okay.
Oh, totally. Little Cher.
What is it?
70s Cher.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
She had poofy hair then. That might have been more 80s Cher.
Well, she did have poofy hair at one time.
But like in the 70s, though, at 60s and 70s, her hair was like pretty straight. Like,
yeah.
Ironed it out straight.
Okay. That's not a color we need for that.
Mm-mm.
I need another snowman card.
Got one.
Okay. So we decided we're going to go with periwinkle, or I decided we're going to go with periwinkle. I don't know that I'm going to love that.
What about the color that you mixed up the other day?
I could go ahead and mix up some other stuff with that. And
lighten it up.
Lighten it up.
Because I think it'll get...
Blue it out a bit.
It's close to where you need it to be. Lighten it up first. Please and thank you.
You think I should just lighten it first? Okay.
I do.
I think you're right.
Hello, Apple.
I'm going to hand that back. I don't know where that goes.
I do.
Of course you do.
Yes, 80s Cher had poofy perm hair. Mm-hmm. I was thinking that I might need to get a perm in my hair. I don't know why I don't know where my curl went. I don't know if it's the weather or what. That's funny.
Okay. We'll be putting some more back in there, but...
Yeah. I can turn our screens off so you guys can kind of see or mix this. One sec. There we go.
Oh, do I need to shush back up?
No, you're good. Just stay where you're at.
Okay. This is Titan White by Golden. Heavy body.
Did you?
Move
That's
this
awesome.
out of the way.
Yeah, it's exactly. Where did my curl go? Is it's, I don't know. I think maybe just the humidity here lately. See, that's about spot on there. You like it.
Really think it is.
Well, and you may actually want to go a little lighter than what you're thinking, simply because it is on the black card. I know this is pretty opaque, but
I've got enough white in here, I don't think, but it doesn't hurt to
punch it up.
Yeah. Because the white is what's making it open.
Exactly, Deb. Exactly. You know, when in doubt, blame the baby.
So what was we never did get back to the Izzy thing from last night. What was her thing? Why was she so insistent on staying upstairs?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought maybe you had.
No, and then she got mad at me.
Yeah, I know.
And then she went and slept with her daddy. Because he sleeps in the other room because he snores. And then she got mad at him because he was snoring.
So she came out and back.
No. She made him put his nose thing on. That's why he sleeps in the other room. So, I can get sleep.
Well, she's only slept with me 3 or 4 times, but would wake me up and say, Gigi, you're snoring.
Yeah. Which is hilarious because most times she sleeps through pretty much everything, but.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Izzy she has some bell bottoms. I can't wait until it's they're jeans, so. Needs to cool off. It's hot.
Oh my gosh, here we go again with the dadgum place that we don't have one that's clean.
Oh, although.
Yeah, I don't.
There you go.
Try to clean it up a little bit around the edges.
Yeah, a little gold shimmer's not gonna.
Yeah, I just don't want that line to show up because if I don't get it right on.
Yeah. Yeah. Good call.
Then it could be problematic.
Oh, here, and I'm gonna turn our frames back on so y'all can see us.
Okay, I think that's going to work.
I love that color.
I think this is really a nice color. And I don't really have this. I've got some.
We've lost a lot of people on this whole last bit of whatever we're doing.
We have?
We have. But a lot of our like UK and across the pond crew.
Because of the time.
Yeah, it's late.
Yeah, and it isn't a car chase for sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, goodness. Dawn's here. Yeah, let us know if you're still here. Let us know in the chat. Say hi. Still here.
We thank you for hanging with us.
Yeah. Through paint mixing and all.
But again,
You're the leader, Mo.
Just altering your cards that you already have. Think how much money you're saving.
Yeah. Look at them letting us know. All right, that's all.
Or you can go and buy some god-awful cards for next to nothing,
yeah, it's like clearance, and you're not really buying for the card. If it's got a good outline or something, good base color.
And the envelopes match. I always think
yes,
that's
if they're great envelopes.
A big thing.
Yeah. Especially after Christmas. That's usually when we would buy the cards.
Yeah.
After Christmas.
Always. For the next year.
For the next year. Or the next, 40 years. Some of these cards, seriously, we've had for, many, not 40 years. But.
Okay, now you need to be careful about what I was just doing there. Because, here's the dealio. If you get, look at that. That's
and Dollar Street. Yeah, heck yeah, Dollar Street cards.
Look at that.
Very nice.
Very, very, very nice. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm.
Oh, Goodwill. Yes, because people are like, yeah, they overbought, or they just, they're like us, they bought some, they didn't need them, or whatever. Totally. That was a lot of paint. But that was good that you did it that way.
Look.
Polka dots. Snowman.
Snowman. And now I'm going to let that dry because that'll be really cool.
And hey, you might even keep in mind if you like the graphic that is on the card, but maybe it's not like great colors. Kind of like the snowman here. The black and white's cute and all, but, I don't know how festive it is. Exactly. It's more poshy. Snowman. Anyway, you could try to do the transfers.
Yeah.
Change them up that way.
Because remember, we got some great transfers with this sucker.
Mhm.
All right, let's check out our girl. See how she's coming along
Well,
here.
Susan, I think kind of one of the key things is if you have them pre-made, rather than stressing about it all at Christmas. Or, stressing about it at that time. Like if you have some, and then don't even put sentiments on them. And then that way.
Yeah, you can make it very...
Mhm.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that
Meet
pretty?
the moment.
Meet the moment.
Look at
Yeah. All right. I think our girl is ready. Look at her. Pretty excited.
Mo sends fabulous cards. We are the lucky recipients of a few
All right. So we're going to do
or more.
Blick. Just because we got Blick. And
Blickerick.
Blickerick.
Blickerellowick.
And
Oh, yes. This is why some people do the Christmas in July to get their cards ready. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's hard to think about the winter during the summer, especially here. It's hot. I think she turned out great.
well, it definitely helped.
This would be a good Mother's Day card. Hey, you need to get that Blickerick all over everything, because otherwise you're going to have the blotchy stuff. Yeah. Something to keep in mind.
Thank you, Mariah. But I don't think she needs any colored pencil.
No, I like her kind of the way she is there.
I just, I felt like to begin with, I wanted to have that as an option for sure, but I'm just not sure that she really
Mm-hmm.
needs that.
Oh, yeah, you could definitely use acrylic paint to glue her down. Now, that gets a little tricky.
What is it?
Because you'd have to make sure that you've, got her in the spot. I love that. When we glue her down, line her up.
Well, you got to wait a little bit.
Oh, yes, she's sticky.
Yeah, and I don't think you want to wah her.
Okay, well, we got 3 minutes, so I think we can...
I think this is great. Let's bring back in just a sec. Because we've got... Okay. I want to showcase these.
Your periwinkle.
My periwinkle.
Oh, that's really...
Look at that. Isn't
I like that.
gorgeous?
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, we have this is like the premiere. The Ultima. And I just, it's so funny. That background just made me change my mind about everything else on the card.
Yeah?
When I had this over here, I was just like, I don't know that I really love that.
Mm-hmm.
But when I put it down on that, and then here's my little piece of this stuff up here that's going to cover up the sentiment. And I get to say it again because Susan didn't hear it the first time. I'm just a rainbow kind of girl. And that's going to go underneath this. And then this is going to flip up. On the inside of the card is going to be, nah, I'm more an anvil-shaped wall cloud with copious amounts of lightning bolts emanating from the underbelly.
We're going to leave on that note. We'll be back here on Sunday. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. Thumbs the upsies before you head out and do all that YouTubey business. We'll see you back here then. Bye.